it's me. I wanted to do a Jalen tutorial because I just thought it'd be cool, and my dad was like, "What's with all the gel in your hair?" Because I came out of the bathroom with like a ton of, just whatever that crap is that you put on your hair. You would take sea paste. Sorry, I just woke up. Sea paste. There you go. Just the stuff that makes your hair look really, really big. You could probably also use big, sexy hair. That's fine. I don't know why I'm whispering. I always whisper for my tutorials now. I think it's because I'm back at home with my parents, so I'm whispering a lot. I don't have no idea. Anyways, I'm going to take these clips, or whatever kind of clips that you have, because she has those kind of cornrows in her hair. I did not practice this, whatever. By the way, let's take the lightest ones, just because my hair is semi-blonde sometimes. Okay, well that's gone. Okay, so I hate these things. They were so difficult to manage. Alright, so let's just pull our hair back. I finally have enough light. Hopefully I don't look too washed out, and you can still see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start. I am sure there are so many people that do this better than me. That's a confidence builder. Let's just start by twisting and twisting, hopefully as far into the base root of the hair as you can. Just go ahead and clip it. Oh, the whole reason why I thought should I do this or should I do the whole Rihanna makeup? I already saw a couple of really cool people that did Rihanna makeup, and I was like, shout out y'all, amazing. So I thought I would just go ahead and do the Jalen, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I woke up to Rihanna's music video, Sledgehammer, and I was like, that's it. I'm doing that makeup, and I do want to do that makeup eventually with maybe some purple or pink, or there's a lot of purple and pink in that video, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to do her look with some purple shadows and some really cool, just bring the video into the makeup look, since you don't have the video around you, obviously, the way she does, to accentuate and build off of the look itself. Alright, I'm just going to keep talking because I hate doing my hair. It is the most miserable thing with this paste in it. But I figure if I'm careful enough, I can actually come close to... Oh, and of course, the main reason why I wanted to do this look was, I have a dimple. Adriana, I believe is her name, the actress. I think she said she'd never seen Star Trek before. She just saw the latest 2 episodes. I hated the first one, so I kind of went bleh. So technically, isn't that how it is? If you're an actress, you get roles that you have no idea what they're about, it seems to be. I would have loved to have been in this Star Trek. I can already tell that it's awesome, but who cares, right? I can sit at home and do the makeup. But yeah, she had no clue what was up. And then they just went, here's the role, so you either are or you aren't an actress, I guess. No prior knowledge needed. Job description, no prior knowledge needed. Alright. I've seen all of the Star Treks from old to new. I used to sit up in my dorm room and watch just the really, the old ones, like that one with the whales. That was so cheesy. You could tell they ran out of funding, or money, not funding, but money right in the middle of it. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I wish I could edit so I could have a stream that said, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Alright, so here we go. I don't really want the clips showing, so I'm going to try to bend them down on their sides if I can. And hopefully that will work for the hair. And let's just pinch these a little bit to get that kind of exaggerated feel. She had that kind of very built body to her hair, I noticed. So, okay, good enough. Let's tie it back. I might just do a braid, I think. And since I have so much product in my hair, let me just go ahead and braid it back. I might do some yellows with this because I'm not really a black and white fan, and I'm a huge fan of adding color in to something. just to kind of accentuate it. And of course, let's just get to it, shall we? I have a lot of white makeup. I did not really do a whole crap. Bear with me, you guys. I'm going to go off of the photo a little bit because it is so, from what I can tell, Jayla is very, this is going to be challenging. I used to actually have that white blonde hair, so, and I used to cornroll it up, so this is like so my thing, and the whole dimple, so I figure no matter how bad this tutorial goes, at least you guys will get the basic intention, because I think this is freaking awesome. I'm going to use some purple highlighter from Medusa, and I actually really like this mascara. It works. It's from Rue 21. A little bit of accent for the cheeks, and let's see, maybe a little bit of this kit, just because I think, you know, that could bring out some, and of course the yellow. Since I don't have yellow contacts, I'm going to do a little yellow around the eyes, and see if I can do that. Medusa to set it, so just kind of get these products together if you can, and of course a really strong white Medusa powder, just to kind of clown white, and a setting powder, okay? We're going to start off with those. And I think let's get maybe a little purple for the lips. Keep that purple rolling in there. Her lips are actually really plain. I don't think I'm going to do too much with that. And of course you can use this kit, the Fergie kit, for the accents. So let's get started with the unfortunate clown white makeup, which I hate this stuff. Oh my god, I hate this stuff. I would love to be goth throughout the day. You know, I'm one of those that I would like be a would-be goth if I could. But, hopefully we're still recording so I don't have to do this part again. Alright, I didn't put a base on, which I probably should have. There actually is a good base spray that I'm going to blend this with, though. So stay tuned for that, because white is a biatch to get on and off the face. And thank God. Just love this part. Just love this part. Alright? The forehead and the sides of the cheeks are often, they go missing in these kinds of things. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to go swimming after this to get all this shit off. Crap off my face. Ooh, and then just go outside like this. Yeah, just go outside like this. I'm gonna bring a little bit down the neck. I hope you guys like this video, because I am so uncomfortable right now. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, please, so that I don't feel like I just pasted white powder all over my face like a freak. Alright, we're also going to white out the brows while I'm at it. That way when I finally blend everything together, it'll look a little bit more, well, the way I need it to look. Okay, really heavy on the eyes. Come to think of it, since I'm using the clown white on the eyes, I probably don't need Medusa. But, oh my god, I cannot imagine putting this on my face every day. You go, goth people. And the dents of the nose, really smooth that out. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Yuck. Okay, so Jayla, you could probably use some white spray on the hair, just to kind of seal that look off. Oh, and check out my Kat Von D tutorials. I know my screenshots aren't that great, but I can guarantee you I worked epically hard on those. I am looking for my spreader brush. Ah, these two brushes will be great. And yes, I will show you what they are. e.l.f. for spreading, and then this guy for all the highlights and everything I'm going to be putting in. Yuck. Oh, I'm right, of course. This stuff. My god, MAC, whatever. Fix-It spray. Wow, look how yellow my teeth are. Awesome. Just to kind of get the moisture back in my face. I feel like this stuff, on purpose, like sucks the moisture right out of your face. Okay, so this will make it a little easier to work with or not, depending on the kind of day you're having. I would suggest for you hardcore people to do the ears, so that it's not like a, oh wow, you know, you did the whole look and you didn't do the ears, you idiot. Because that's what friends are like. Alright, you never know, you could come across that begrudging fan that's like, ah, screw you, you know, you didn't even bother to do your ears, you're not hardcore. Oh hell, I keep talking about, let's just do the ears. Pull it out a little bit. I mean, you don't have to go nuts, like, necessarily, but you can see the difference. It does pull the look out a little bit and make it look a little less alien and clown-like on the face, so you automatically get that otherworldly feel without too much effort. Make sure your ears are clean, or just use a different brush. Oh god, drag Megan's, I swear to god. How do you put this crap on your face? I can understand, like, Illamasqua. I can understand that being used for this, but I do not get the whole clown white thing, and I know that Black Friday did, it's Black Friday, did the black white. Oh, by the way, watch her specials on Holland. So good. So funny. Oh my god, yuck. Okay, so here we go. Since I'm not going to be going out like this, thank god, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this obsessive spreading around my face because it's actually starting to depress me. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this white powder. Actually, wait. Let's do the Costume White by Blackheart. Yes, I am into cost stuff, but I do not put this on my face normally. My hair's not staying. And just go ahead and kind of pile that on, and hopefully that will even out everything you just did. And it's gonna get really matte. So instead of like just letting it be matte, go back through and just, I'll show you with the highlighter what you're gonna do in just a second. So, a little extra on the eyebrows just to make sure those stay far and away. It's also a good idea to pluck your eyebrows, get all the excess off of them if you can. Alright. I look like Black Death. I'm way too tan to be doing white face. But then again, you know, when the lights go down, you're getting all romantic with your, I'm just kidding. When the lights go down, like in the club or whatever, or if you're doing like cosplay, which is coming up at the castle in Florida, where I am. You start choking yourself with the powder, it's good time stuff. Alright, I'm going to use Medusa, the highlight. And like I said, you can probably do a lot better white face than me. Okay, so we're just going to do that on the cheeks. Always highlight first, especially if you're going to have to put a liner on. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with a huge, and I mean like a huge mess on your hands. You have to highlight this stuff, by the way. Okay. I'm just going to go crazy with this because I really don't like the way this is looking, so I'm just going to... Alright, now that I have it concentrated where I want it to be, I'm just going to go around maybe a little bit on my ears. Okay. So now, let's do... I really admire her now for doing this makeup look every day. Ooh, morning breath. Alright, let's go ahead and put the highlighter up above the eyes, and then I'm going to do, oh hell, let's just do it all over the eyes since I seem to have no control over my brush right now. But yes, this will kind of complete the look a little bit, so you don't have to worry so much about She has a accentuated nose, so to get that look, I'm just going to try to highlight I'm going to try to make this part of my nose look bigger by highlighting it. I'm going to use a lot more than I probably should. Down the nose. Just give it that alien kind of feel. So, there you go. So far, so good, I think. Let's really accentuate the brows. Because that's what these are called, the brows. And let's go ahead and start. Wow, I am covered in powder. Okay. Alright, so normally I would pop contact lenses in, but since my eyes are so sensitive and had such a bad reaction to what I put in before, imagine that I just popped in yellow contacts. Yellow contacts will be just fine. I know the ones she has look like planets and stuff, but, you know, do the best you can. Okay, let's use NYX Liquid Black Liner, okay? Because it's the strongest I have. And let's go ahead and start drawing the lines. Now, I am probably going to have a really difficult time doing this because I don't have any kind of idea of how it's done. This is actually the first time I'm going to attempt this, so I am not going to fill in the entire look because that will make me nuts. So let's just go ahead and draw that shape, that kind of, just draw the shapes. Okay. Alright, there's that. And then there's going to be these lines up here. Okay. Y'all are probably like, what the fuck? Alright, and out here. And up. Out here. And up. If it's easier for you to just draw one side of the face, then that works. Swear to God, I do not know how these people are so creative. Ooh. This is good. You'll learn what not to do in this tutorial. Once again, just fill it in a little bit, like line mark it. This is if you don't have like a ton of product, and then you'll fill it in a little later. And it gets thinner as we go out and up. Thinner as we go out. Okay. And now the middle line. And once again, you can kind of mess with this a little bit. Comes back out like a bump right there. And then thins back out. And let's do the sidelines. These are pretty easy compared to what I was doing. She must have a very broad forehead, or the line of her hair is very lifted. Okay, and once again, keep it nice and easy. Not exactly sure what I'm watching on TV, but it's annoying me. And it continues down. Down her eyes like that. That's it, I'm officially going crazy. Okay. This is just going to be, from what I can tell, a C-shaped curve. Okay. And then like a, it's like they followed her cheek down. Okay. Yikes. And this is just a long line down. I'm going to get really quiet because I'm like soft right now. Sucks. Ugh. Okay. I just had this image of what this is gonna be like to try to take all the shit off of my face. Now this is gonna be a line in. Not quite touching this part. And it's gonna zigzag. And then meet right there. Try to round it out if you can, because it's not really a zigzag. You can learn as you do this, the shapes, because this is definitely not, because you can see my eye is already wanting to try to make it more natural looking. Because it's the exact shape. My god, they must have done like a pre-drawing on this. Whoever drew this is like a freaking Picasso. Holy shit. Okay. Now this part, I think from what I can see, this just comes down and around like that. So you can just take this line and fill those lines in like that. Okay, I messed that part up, but oh well. Like I said, don't have to worry, I'm not going out like this today. And let's just fill it in a little bit to give it a little bit of help. Otherwise we will be here all day. Okay. And now for those of you that are curious as to how I'm going to fill in these lines, I'm just going to take black shadow, and hopefully this technique will work. We'll see. If it doesn't, then you're going to have to line your entire face in black. Okay. Now, her eyes, I'm going to use contour for, I think. First of all, let's take a very dark black. Let's do MAC. And, oh, before I do that, like I said, I did want to put some yellow tones in and some orange. Let's contour the eyelid first. Like I said, get your powders done, because if you don't do those, you will be stuck going, ah. Once again, this is pure contour. Okay, let's use that. Since I cannot pop the yellow contacts in, I'm going to try to mimic it any way I can. And also, this will give it a kind of otherworldly look. Let's pull it out just a little bit. Okay, that's my own kind of creativity, just from what I saw in the contacts. A little yellow will be fine. I'm sorry. A little orange, I mean, just dabbed in there. And just contour a little bit. Because we're just trying to give it a little shape, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is contour the brows, which come up and around like this. Alright? You can use anything you want as far as color tone for this. Up and around, up and around. Okay, so those are her brows. Now hopefully you will either one, have shaved your eyebrows, or two, you'll just know what to do with those. This is just some ideas. And you can blend these out when you're done. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and contour the lips and add a little accent for my dimple. Okay. And hopefully, yes, thank God, we're still recording. Alright, so yes. Let's blend, blend, blend with a nice neat brush this area up in here and make it look a little more natural. And like they're just kind of on there. so annoyed by this YouTube video in the background. There's like all these sound effects. Okay. Just blend it out. Like I said, it's a contoured look. Okay. Hopefully you guys are inspired and be willing to do this yourselves and can post me your looks. Because I can guarantee you this shit is not easy. Right, let's go ahead and do the black. And like I said, this is just to polish off what I already did. And yeah, it's gonna work. Alright, so now we're just coloring it in. So this part can go fast or slow depending on your tracing skills. Mine are a bit weird right now. And I don't think this has to be perfect. The idea is already there with the lines. Right. I'm normally a stickler for detail, but I am tired. So I'm just going to blend it as much as I can. And keep the lines as clean as I can, but then again, this is also cosplay, so you can have fun. Alright, go ahead and do the sides and the eyes. Don't go underneath the entire thing, because you'll probably ruin the line of what you already did. She has a lot of dark shadow on the top of her eye, which is good. It's not like an albino look. It's very heavy dark. Okay, and you can go back over this with eyeliner if you want. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit because I like the way that that looks. It's more regal, I think. Alright, and let's just keep coloring in. And I'm a fan of like things not being perfect. I mean, if I had like black paint, face paint, sure, go for it. Just keep the lines up into the hairline. I would probably recommend, after doing this, some hairspray. Maybe beforehand. A little hairspray wouldn't hurt. Almost done. Okay. Like I said, you have that basic line there that you're traveling along. And the eye will be somewhat forgiving. And we'll see what you were trying to do. So, at night, like I said, this is a great look. Because it will come out right. And I messed that up, but whatever. Yeah, this is a tiring look to do. I would not want to sit in a makeup chair letting someone do this to me every day just so I could be on camera for like 3 seconds. Well, I'm sure she has more screen time than that, but jeez. I have to admit, it is a little easier to do this because I did the prep. And actually, it's kind of cool. That yellow shadow I had is coming through. Into the hairline, make it look a little more natural. Once again, I'm getting really annoyed by the tutorials. Then again, I'm also appreciating the distraction because I'm almost done and I want to quit. Draw it up into the hairline. It's a nice thing about shadow versus paint, you can draw it up into the hairline. I hope I have some hairspray somewhere so I don't have to go outside with my dad. He's very conservative, he'd probably freak out. since I'm doing pretty good on this, and it's not horrible looking, I feel a little inspired to kind of finish off the base on the sides. Now the clown white, as horrible as that was, is providing a really good area for me to work with. I'm going to curve this a little under, just because that's what I feel like. I'm sure as you do this, you'll find your own little routine of what you want to do. Okay. And a little more dark here, but you know, you see the lines popping through. Like I said, it works. Just make sure there's no outstanding tones or colors. Okay. Okay. Now it's a bit matte, so again, I would go through with your spray. And actually, I could probably use this as a hairspray. Let's go ahead and use this as a hairspray. Pull up the hair if you can. Not too much, but just a little bit off the face if you can. It should give it that nice lifted look, okay? And while we're doing this and while my brush is a little wet and trying to behave, okay, let's just fix that blemish right there, pull it up. Alright. I swear to God, I didn't mute the TV before I did this, but whatever. Okay, so that'll give you that glossy sheen. It will set it. If you want, you can take the brush again while the makeup is wet and do a little bit of perfecting on the sides and whatnot. Hopefully without it smudging or messing it up. Again, really essential, pull it up through the hairline, because it's not makeup to her. From what I can see, it's a part of her scalp. So you're just going to have to do the dirty and pull those lines up and above. And that should give you a lifted look. Alright, so I think we're good. A little bit of mascara will work, and let's just go back through and line the eyes a little bit more. Hopefully I'm still recording. Yes, I am. Okay. I'm just going to take my felt tip liner and go ahead and just do some really heavy liner on the tops of the eyes. I'm not doing music over this video, so you guys are just going to have to listen to this crap. I'm probably not going to line the entire eye with this, but to give it that kind of, this is not what normal people do look, I'm going to pull the liquid down underneath the eye, just for the heck of it. Okay, so that's that. And let's go ahead and add our earrings. And yes, well actually she doesn't really have earrings, so we technically don't have to do that. Let's add some gloss. I just want to finish the lips off a little bit because I did a lot of effort, and let's ensure that that is rewarded. Alright, I'm gonna the lips, I'd say a little more white. No, don't need. To make them look a little more otherworldly though, this is where this kit's gonna come in. It's my little contour kit. I'm gonna use a little bit of this gray. Just sweep this up here, just to give it a little pop and to contour the eyes. Okay, and use the same thing. The gloss on my lips is a little easier to work with this too. Okay. A little shine on the ears. Not too much. That's why I'm not using the other stuff. And maybe since I messed this area up, a little bit of shine up here. Also white out the brows a little bit more if I can. Okay. These look like actual eyebrows, not like... Okay, so see what that's doing? Just another suggestion. And since I'm not fond of all of my work, I'm going to soften it on the sides. Give it just a little bit of light. Thank God that music turned off. I thought I was going to throw something at the TV. Okay, just to highlight the insides. Okay, good. And again, spray the face. You should be good to go. I don't think I'm going to use, well, let's go ahead and use a little bit of gloss there, just to kind of solidify it. Also so my lips don't die. And you should be good to go. I wish I could wear contacts. I think it would be really cool. But then again, you guys will probably wear the contacts too. I've been sitting in Indian style forever, so. Alright. Just a little bit. Let's put a little mascara on. Stuff smells like permanent marker, but I love it. Does not flake. The 21 mascaras are cheap. They do the job, and the brush shape is fantastic. If you don't want to smear your makeup or mess up your makeup, especially with a look like this, the last thing you need is a dab of mascara on your face that you didn't want there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some photos. I want to post this. Leave a like if you like it. I prefer if you disliked it not to leave anything, but you know, it's your prerogative. I'm gonna tie my hair back because she doesn't have hair. She seems to have very little in the back, and also this will help set the clips because the clips are being horrible. Take the ponytail, a couple of twists. If you have that, the C-Scrunch stuff, which I still can't remember the name of, it can be from anywhere, any product. You may use that. It will help hold the hair at least in place. You can also do something kind of cool, like scrunch it out to match the hair. I'll show you what I mean. Like that. Alright, and this is Jaden, so let's pick the camera up. Can't believe we're still recording. What do you know? All that work. I'm just gonna wipe it off. Or I could keep it on my face. You never know. Alright guys, so Jaden. My version of Jaden. I think it's pretty good. I think I should probably at some point learn how to do my eyebrows. I know that you can put glue stick on it. I was gonna add these earrings because I thought these would be kind of cool. I might do that anyways, but it starts looking like Amidala or whatever. I can't remember her name, but it starts looking like something else. So I can see why they left the ears real plain. You could probably just gloss the ears a little bit, make them look shiny. Put a little more of the silver tone on there. I'm going to, speaking of gloss it up, a little bit more of the MAC Prep and Fix spray. Because there's a ton of powder on this look. And I'm going to take some photos and post this. And like I said, leave a like, subscribe. This was one of the hardest tutorials I think I've ever done. it's my take on it. Enjoy. You can do a perfectly matte white look if you want. Also, sorry if you couldn't hear me, but I am whispering. It is, well, it's 10 now, so that took me a good, God knows how long. With the GoPro, you probably saw my clock, and we're going, woman, get it over with. So, say bye. Oh, little geisha. Alright, guys, bye from the glittering geisha, and can't wait to see your guys' looks. I can't wait to see your guys' looks. Alright, guys, bye. Bye-bye. She's been watching me too. She's very impressed.